All right, y'all. I had to turn this back on. Some asshole cut me off. Right now, we are on Energy Park Drive. Energy Park Drive is where the famous Metro State University was at. I taught there for about a year when I was training some kids on the Microsoft Imagine Academy. The state of Minnesota, remember I said that in my second book, that the state of Minnesota, for a long time, they declined to have the Microsoft Imagine Academy. Back in 2011, North Carolina certified over 100,000 students in that state with multiple Microsoft certifications. I'm going to give y'all inside scoop. You ain't going to get nowhere else. Man, Minnesota did not want the Microsoft Imagine Academy in the school system because they said that it would take jobs away from these lazy ass teachers up here. That's the honest truth. And I'm getting this information because I knew one of the implementers of Microsoft Imagine Academy. So there ain't no lies told. So yeah, Minnesota didn't want that. And I was very critical. I said that towards around the time when I pulled up some paperwork, and I was talking about how they were pretty much big up in everybody. They were like, oh well, there's tons and tons of immigrants here in Minnesota, and it's diverse, and this, that, and then none of them stats mention the foundationals. They didn't mention us one bit. They mentioned everyone else but us. And that was in like a Minnesota IT reporter, like a Department of Labor reporter. I put it in the second book. I put it there. You know what I mean? So now I passed by this place, this car wash many a moons. Now, this is an area I spent a lot of time in because I used to take Energy Park. Now, if you go up right here to the right on Snelling, you end up, I used to go up to that Wingstop all the time. You know what I mean? This was an integral part of my life, y'all. This was a life-changing course when I got to work in Energy Park. I was teaching these classes with these kids for a year at Metro State University. I need to put that back on my damn resume, man. That's actually something to be noted. Right here, when you pulling up, you see in this white building off to the right, you see Metro State University. The Department of Corrections is over here as well. So they probably, going through the paperwork when they want to lock your ass up, all of the administrative workers. Energy Park Business Center is off to your left. Off to your right, you see the Metro State University. So if you want to take classes over there, usually IT classes and stuff like that. Now, I'm going to pull into this one parking lot so I can do a little mini story for you guys. I'm probably not going to get out the car. See, the nice part about Energy Park Drive, it'll bring you over to Frogtown on a hot skip and a jump. If you don't want to take 94, you get off on 280. You know what I mean? A lot of money over here. Couple little townhomes. Energy Park Drive is pretty. Now this is Bandana Boulevard, and let me give y'all a little backdrop on this. We're gonna pull up in this parking lot. Now I'm gonna try to slow down so you can see that little train right there. You may not be able to see it. I used to work over here. I worked over here for 2 years. When I was done with that TCS stint, when they had to pay me, when they let me go, and there was that lawsuit, that big lawsuit I was involved in because they were only hiring agents. This is where I used to work. This used to be a hotel off to the right. Now this place right here is an atrium office building, right? It's a decent little building. There's a couple nonprofits up in here. There's some housing here. So I just want to kind of just give y'all a little bit of backdrop of my career because I haven't been over here ever since. I just happened to be down here. Now I used to park right over here. And I come through the building right here. That's where I come. And so what I used to do is when I got my new car, when I got my marquee, actually, sometimes I would park right back over here. And the reason why I did that when I got a new car, y'all remember my rule. When you buy something major, a major purchase, a house, a car, any of that, you may think, well, I'm working hard. It's cool. I'm good. Let me tell y'all something. When you make a major purchase and you're working corporate America or anything, eyes go up. When I got that new car, somebody must have found out I got a new car. Now, it wasn't that I was ducking them. It's just that I said, I don't want to broadcast it. Somebody must have seen me hop out. Oh, Derek got a new car. I said, oh, hell. Man, they jumped up. They wanted to run. Whoa, you got a new car? They jumped up out of their seat as if I had a Ferrari. Let me tell y'all what that was about. And every black person could attest to this because I know this happened. When you buy a new car or a new purchase or a home or anything big, see, they feel like this. We got you. We could start doing anything to undermine you because we know that you're financially tied to something. Don't tell people about big purchases when you're at work. Now, some folks will say, well, hey, man, this don't happen, man. You're just spewing diversity. You're being, and the U.S. bank's over to the side. I actually applied there when I was working at that, company. U.S. bank is off to the side. But no, don't tell nobody about your big purchases because they might start hating. And let me tell you exactly what happened. As soon as I bought that damn car, there was some weird stuff going on. Now, there was a white dude that was trying to give me some, I talked about this where a guy was not wanting to give me no IP addresses. You see how easy this is to get to Lexington Avenue? This is what I love about Energy Park Drive, man. I might take this on the way back home. Because I want to stop by. I'm thinking about stopping by that Jamaican spot. So I'm going to support 2 black businesses today. I got an extra little $20 or whatnot. And I'm thinking about going and getting that Center's joint to give one of my people a treat. So now, as you can see, we're on Lexington. I've always liked Lexington and St. Paul. I've always been in love with Lexington because you could get to and fro. I'm telling you, when I used to kind of be around, I had my little time machines and my Oldsmobiles and stuff. Minneapolis dudes could attest. Anybody from Minneapolis in the house, can you not attest? You gonna pick you up a bad St. Paul broad, you gonna hit Lexington. You might pick her up in Frogtown over yonder, but you pick something up, you hitting Lexington to try to get back to 280. If you don't want to mess with University, you hitting Lexington. That's a fact. Oh, I love Lexington. I just love the sound. Sounds like a Lexus. So, yeah, the dude wouldn't give me IP addresses. Now, here's the thing. And remember I told y'all, and I put this in my book. Here's the mistake I made. I thought that going over to corporate, leaving that small managed service company, which was pretty much the right wing, okay? I thought, well, let me go to the liberal law and order, big corporate downtown. They're going to follow more laws. They're not going to undermine me. And let me tell you what that dude told me that even impeded me. I think I'm about to bust a left right here, see if I can cut over. I don't know. Let's see if we can do it. It's kind of janky. Oh, hell. Yeah. You see, it's real janky. This unbank right here, I used to come down and cash my checks sometimes. That unbank used to be off the chain. Let me see if I can cut through the alley. Let me see. I don't know. Ain't looking like that. Man, I gotta get this memory closed off right here. So let me see if I can cut through here. My homie don't even know I'm coming. I always pop up on her. Got some electric joints right here. So look, the guy wouldn't give me IP addresses. Now they end up firing this white dude that stood up for me shortly after. I came into work one day. I'm gonna do another story on that too. But I came into work one day, everybody was extra quiet. Now, when people get extra quiet, something, you know, something's usually going on. You're kind of wondering like, okay, what's all this about? So, you know, like when I was trying to do my certification exam, the white dude, yeah, bro, don't even know I'm coming. Slide through here. There's always something going on over here in the back. So the white dude, he was trying to get me some IT certification. He was trying to help me with my IT certification, and that didn't seem to work. Man, where am I gonna park at, bro? They doing everything. Got some spoken word stuff going on. Oh man. Oh, I'm gonna upload for y'all. Hold on.